What's going on, Eagles Nation? This is your boy, AK Eagles, and welcome to another episode. Well, actually, the first episode now. I did actually have a late night show prior to you. You're just added in now, but it is a new episode, honestly, and we'll just call it a new show. So it's a new show, the late night show with AK and your boy JerryLee. He is a new up and coming Eagles content creator, and I love having you here, my guy. Appreciate you. Love what you're doing. Uh, Go ahead, shout out your channel, man, and tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, Backyard Birds Podcast. You can find me on YouTube or you can find me on Twitter. Just Backyard Birds PC. That's basically it.
Yeah. And pretty much I put this together a while back because I'm up a lot at nighttime. There is no one that really streams like late, and I used to do it late at night, and a lot of people liked it, so I continued to do it, and now I'm going to do it a little bit more. Uh,
It's always good to
Hopefully
do
you'll
it. You
yeah,
always gotta do
exactly.
it.
Got to do it a little bit. Yo, what's good, Gio? How you doing, man? You know, no, man. This is my way of relaxing. This is my way of, just letting off steam late at night, hanging out, and just talking some sports. And that's what we all love to do, or else we wouldn't have our own channels.
That's right.
So, first thing I want to get your opinion on and talk to you about is we all heard about Howie Roseman and his little escapade up here to see Pickett and Howell. That just puts a tingle up my spine because I hate the idea. But we all know Howie and how he is and what he likes to do. And supposedly we're a quarterback factory.
Gonna
Yeah.
be a shit factory if he keeps it up.
I don't like the fact that Howie's out there doing it on his own. Like, it
No.
makes me wonder what our scouts are doing because it's like, well,
We might not have any because of him.
right? I don't know.
He's
So,
chasing a lot of people off.
yeah. So tell me, man, what's your thoughts about that? How you feel? And I'm totally against it because I'm behind Hurts. I feel you have to be patient with this kid. I feel you have to, we got to take our lumps, but watch him develop. He's kind of like how Russell Wilson was, and Lamar was his first couple of years. I mean, hell, even Peyton Manning wasn't awesome his first year. So it's one of those things. We all knew he was not polished coming out. He had to be developed, but with his skill set and the things he brings, aka the third down he leaped for, that's things that you can't teach. It's built within him. So tell me, man, how do you feel? Because I'm all for going with Hurts because, like I said, I don't feel any quarterback coming out this year is truly, you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I don't think he should have did it the way he did it. It's a Howie move. It's a douche move. It really is. I mean, if you're gonna go look at quarterbacks, definitely send your scouts and don't be all open about it because that's just wrong, dude. I mean, how does Jalen feel?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm not even the quarterback. I think it's wrong, man. Yeah, I definitely don't think you should have did it that way. And I agree with you on the whole Jalen thing. I do think that he needs more time. I'd like to see him go for another year just to see if he improves more. I mean, the best quarterbacks out, you know what I mean, that we've had in the NFL, had more time than one season to be overlooked, well, to be scouted out. And I don't want to overlook the guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him going to another team and then kicking our ass later.
Yeah.
Or going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Because he does got talent, man. Uh, I don't want to get my ass ran over. So
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's the things he brings to the table, like I said, that you can't
Yeah.
teach that make this kid special. And everything everyone's kind of bitching about, even I bitch about a little bit. Even still, that I bitch about it, I realize that's things he can fix.
Yeah, it's
His
mechanics.
accuracy, his arm. Uh, anything you want to bitch about. Like, listen, I realized in college, like, he was a one read quarterback, but that's how they made him in
Yeah.
college. They made him look to see if his first receiver was open. If it wasn't open, they knew how dynamic his legs were. Take off.
Yep.
And that's what they told him to do. But that's what makes it great, because he's never actually been fully taught and coached up. You can mold him into
That,
whatever you want,
yep. He's your guy.
you know?
Yeah.
And I just truly think that because of the value he holds mentally
Hmm.
and the value he holds physically, that other stuff is untapped potential. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
he only makes how far he goes,
That's right. That's
but
every
he's
human.
yeah, but he's proven he's willing to dedicate and work his ass off to be very good.
Yeah.
And that's something you can't find in an everyday player either. I mean,
No.
listen, Pickett is very talented. I will give that kid his credit. He's very talented. But talent only gets you so far. It's dedication and work ethic that gets you the rest of the way. Okay, you go and you get a guy like Pickett, or you get a guy like Sam Howell. All right, you think he's better than Hurts at that point. Well, they might be better, but that doesn't mean ultimately they're going to be the best, because they could have really shitty work ethic like Carson Wentz and just go off pure talent and just expect that to ride them to the end. And yeah, no, thank you. I'll take the guy who will work their ass off any day and throw everything on their back and say it was me. That's something I like about him too. He's not afraid to put it on himself.
Yeah, he's that dude.
You know,
He's definitely that dude in the room. You know what I mean? Like everybody looks up to him. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. I got to give it to the guy. Yeah, I bitch about him too. You know what I mean? Like there's two passes he didn't make. Yeah, I bitched about it, but you know, in all though, like he's improved. I can't say he didn't improve last game. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see it earlier, but that's not his fault. You know what I mean? That's the
yeah.
coaching fault.
Well, and now you got a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, well, he's only thrown 17 times these last two games. And that's because the Philadelphia Eagles have lost confidence in his arm."
No,
And his ability to play quarterback, and that's
no,
why he's throwing less. And I'm saying
no,
bullshit. What they're
no.
doing is they're actually simplifying it for him.
Yeah,
They're simplifying it for themselves.
yeah,
They're trying to make it easy on both parties. That way, we try and squeak out some wins here.
yeah.
It's not about. Here's the thing: if you ease this kid's load and wow, that sounded wrong. If you know what I mean. But yeah, so if you ease up on feeding the information, you don't put so much stress on him,
Yeah,
okay? And
yeah.
you just make it simple. Wow, that was really hard to work around that, by the way. I wasn't prepared for that. Um, but yeah, if you do all that, then you can gradually start to feed more to him.
Yeah,
As he locks down that little portion that you've already given him, and you give him a little bit each and every week, he progresses.
yeah,
And that's the way it should be. A guy like Carson Wentz, you can do that too. All right, you can throw it on his plate, and you can say, "Here it is. Go
open
out there
throttle.
and do
Yep.
it." But that's also because of the system he came from. He came from a pro style offense. And they let
Yep.
him do that kind of stuff. So he was already mentally, physically, all that prepared to where Jalen Hurts was not. But Jalen Hurts is not that type of quarterback. You can't just throw him out there and be like, read the defense, do what you do, and pray to God it works. You gotta help him a little bit,
Yeah.
because he was not one of those guys that read progressions. It's like we said, he looked once, he didn't see it, he took off. You
It's
know,
not.
do I believe he can be developed into a progression quarterback where he can read all three levels and figure it out? Yes. And he's got the dedication to do that. But like I said, it's patience, my guy.
Yeah,
That's what everyone needs.
yeah. You can just see it. You know what I mean? Like I don't even have to know what he did in college to know, what's going on with him. You know what I mean? Like you could just look at it and see, like, all right, he's never read NFL defenses before or any kind of pro style defense. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like he just looked for his guy that was open and threw it, and if it didn't work, he'd run. You know what I mean? You could tell that that's what he learned. You know what I mean? That's what they taught him to do.
Well, even the coaches said it.
Yeah.
You know, when after we drafted him and they talked about it, they were like, "Listen, he's that one read quarterback, and then he uses his legs to make dynamic plays,
Yeah. And that doesn't mean
and
he
that's
can't
what he does."
learn.
No, exactly, exactly.
Yeah. And the guy's a machine. I mean, he really is. I mean, to progress as far as he has already, you know what I mean? Like, and he's definitely taking in the information. I mean, they're talking about he's like the first guy in the building every day, you know what I mean? And he's just processing all this information, not just the games, but, and now he's got the coach on the sideline too. So that's good for him too. I mean, that's shown some improvement since he's been there too. What's up, Papa?
What's going on, Papa? Welcome,
Big
man.
Papa.
Appreciate you. Shout out to the three in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, man. I just, it just frustrates me a little bit, and I said it last night whenever I was on, or no, Wednesday night when I was on with Moochie and Pablo. Uh, you know, Nick and them, they did a very good job this off season of hyping us up. You know,
Yeah.
and listen, when I say this, I say it because I don't feel that they were trying to be misleading, and I know right now a lot of people feel that way.
I don't
You
know,
know,
man.
I believe that when Nick and this coaching staff and these players hyped each other up, and you felt the motivation, it was truly there, and I believe it is there, and they want to be that level of play style that they hyped it up to be. And I believe they thought they were there, but then they started to realize they weren't. And then, excuse me. And then once they realized that, they tried to get better quickly,
Mm.
and that failed. And but they never did have intentions of, trying to do false claims. I believe they truly thought what they were preaching, they were, and they did so well at it, we started to feel it, and when we felt it, we believed it. And when we believe something as Eagle fans, dude, we fucking,
Yeah,
man, we
we
get in the moon for it. You know what I'm
we
saying? Like we do.
yeah,
And,
hook, line, and sinker.
yeah, and
All in.
even me, man, I even caught myself saying 10 wins before the season started because dude, I was fucking pumped. I won't lie, I was. You
Seven to
know,
10, man. That's what I said.
yeah,
7 to 10.
I said my low was 7-8, my high was 10.
Yeah,
And I mean, even 7 isn't far. We can still reach 7,
yeah, we can still do
but
that.
that they got to really improve a lot to do that, but in the end, though, man, you got to look at it. And once I realized, and I took a step back after a couple of weeks of them playing, it just hit me again. I was like, whether I want to believe it or not, this team is not built to win right now. They
No,
truly aren't.
no,
You
it's not
know,
ready.
no, I love our wide receiver core that we have. They're better than previous years,
Yeah,
but let's not get it mixed. They're
yeah.
not great.
I
They're
mean,
not great.
you got
You know,
Jalen Rager that just
listen,
came out. You know what I mean? Like, you
yeah,
know, just a draft ago. You know what I mean? Before this last draft, and then I don't remember which one Quez came out of. I think it was the same one Rager did. And we got Smith that just came out this last draft. I mean, you can't expect these guys to hit the ground running like day one. You know what I mean? It takes time, sure, and
yeah.
you got to develop the whole team too. You know what I mean? And like
Well,
our
and what you got to look at too, man, is we already see Devontae Smith is well and above everyone else in the wide receiver room.
Yeah,
That's a false that's a claim for concern right there, because Rager is in two to his one. So the developmental part is already not there because yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like
yeah, yeah. I mean,
so
it's gonna take a little time, man. I think next year will be a better team. I mean, we'll have a lot more people on. I mean, we got you know the draft capital that we have. Not just that, but we also have the money. You know what I mean? We're 20 mil, 21 mil under the cap. I mean, we're gonna have some stars on this team next year. I mean, we're gonna be a different animal. And we're getting rid of Barnett. That guy's out the fucking door. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
hope so, man.
dude, I can't watch him lose another game.
Exactly, Bird Gang. They're not great yet. They have all the potential in the world. That's why I said I love this wide receiver core we got. I love Watkins. I love Smith. You know, I'm still up in. I see what they see in Rager. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I see it. Okay, I've seen the speed. I've seen him. I just the consistency isn't there. It's almost like another Nelson Aguilar situation for me. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
another head case.
yeah. So I'm not exactly sure on Rager yet. I don't want to give up on him yet, but I mean, I'll take Rager over Hightower any freaking day or JJ any day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that far gone on Rager. I believe he still has hope. But I believe we need to get a better wide receiver coach in here. I get it. Moorhead is doing good with these kids, but I need to see the bigger improvements, if you know what I mean. Like, you saw Rager last year and you've seen him this year so far. That jump is not there. We
No.
need a guy who can make a significant impact on this wide receiver room.
Yeah, well, Watkins did. I mean, he just got to get the ball more.
Yeah, but Watkins was more of his individual self. Like, that
Sure,
was his off-season workouts. That
sure.
was him going down there to Atlanta with Ridley and working out with Ridley.
They all
You
need to do
know,
it though.
but exactly, but I'm talking about in-season progression.
Right.
I'm not seeing that.
No.
You look at Rager from last year and you look at him from this year. Yeah, he's gotten better, but he's not taking that leap that we want to see.
Right.
Granted, it takes time, but
And it also depends on how they use him too.
Rager is definitely more polished than what Watkins was coming out, I'd say.
Yeah.
I would say when we drafted them, at least.
Yeah. But
You
you can
know,
tell that Watkins put in work.
exactly. But that's what the concern is, and that's why I said
Is he
last
going to
week.
put the work in? Is he going to put the work in? You don't. I don't know,
I don't
man.
know.
He needs to.
But that's why I said last week, dude. After sitting here thinking about it, there is one position I would not mind taking in the first. And I'm sorry, why not go another fucking first round wide receiver or whatever he goes? But listen, I would not be at all mad if we could get Olave teamed up with Smith, dude. That would be fucking dirty. You'd have two of the youngest talents in the NFL on this team. And then, you can put Watkins in the slot and Mitch, you can swap in Rager and Watkins in the slot. But, dude, Olave and Smith, that'd be one hell of a combo, man. I'd feel a little better with that. How about you?
I don't know who that player is.
He's the Ohio State wide receiver.
Yeah, I haven't really watched Ohio State.
Check him out, man. He's really good.
Hmm.
I'm sure there's other guys out there, but I'm just saying I do believe a wide receiver is still needed on this team. Another Devontae Smith-esque kind of person, so to speak.
I think they should put like an older veteran on the team.
Well,
Honestly,
that too. I'm not. We can still do that, but I still believe for future builds, though, we still need another wide receiver.
sure, but I just think next next season they should get an older head on here so they can take them under the wing. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the Howie thing was definitely messed up, man. I don't know why the hell he did that.
You know what that tells me though, dude? It makes me sick to my stomach. You know what that shows me?
He's gonna get a quarterback.
No. Well, yeah, but you just said it. That means he's gonna be here.
Yeah, he's picking.
If he's fucking looking at quarterbacks,
He's gonna get those first round
this
picks, dude.
guy is not leaving this year.
No,
I mean, if for any minute, for any second, if he had any doubt in anything in his mind that he was not going to be here next year, do you think he'd be doing that?
that little rat would not have been up there.
Right?
I hate that guy so
I'm
much, dude.
sorry, man, but that really made me sick. As soon as I seen that, I was like, "Fuck, dude, that means he's here." Like he's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Because I'm telling you,
Oh,
if I'm a GM at this point in my career, as bad as this team is, the last thing I'm focusing on is looking at quarterbacks. I need to worry about my ass being on the hot seat and not and winning this year to save my ass rather than looking at future quarterbacks. You get what I'm saying?
even just him looking at any prospects, dude. I'm just like,
Yeah.
no, not this guy. Anything but this guy. Tom Donahoe, he should be there. You know what I mean? He should be the one that's scouting people out. I mean, when, when he didn't fist bump Hallie, dude, that I felt so good. I was like, I wish I was him, and I didn't, not had the chance.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Papa,
fist bumped him in the
Papa, I
face.
can only hope, my guy. I can only hope you're right, unless he doesn't know. You're right. Maybe Jeff hasn't broke the news to him yet. You're right. He could be like, "Oh no, man, you're good," and then come at the end of the season, get the fuck out. I don't know. I have no idea. But you're right. But I'm telling you though, if this guy is literally looking at quarterbacks, he is not at all worried about losing his fucking job. I mean, do you agree to that? Like,
Yeah,
because if you're worried about losing your job, you should be worried about winning with the team you have right at the moment,
I
not
felt
looking
the
at
same.
future prospects.
I definitely felt the same, man. I was just like, this fucking guy, man, he gotta go.
Yeah, dude. I
Oh,
Man, I'm sick knowing and trying to even think about. See, I keep losing people every time I say it. Fucking, we were up the floor, now we're down to two. They don't want to hear about Howie. I know. I fucking don't like talking about him, but it's part of what we do. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, but no, he gets 3 first round picks. This is not good. I'm just saying.
Nah.
Because I've said it from the get and I'll keep saying it until the draft night. Howie Roseman with 3 first round picks is probably going to be offense and defensive lineman. Defensive lineman, I'm okay with. We need it. We've seen
Yeah.
it. We need it. But dude, it's not going to be a linebacker. It's not
No,
going to be a safety.
it's not anybody we
It's
want.
not going to be anybody you want.
No, no.
It might be a defensive lineman you want.
It's actually going to be the last guy you want.
Exactly. But it's going to be linemen.
Or the last guy you even thought of. It'll be a guy that you never heard of.
Or we'll not get any of them because we trade for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And then I'll be very fucking pissed about that.
Oh. I don't know, man. Maybe if Russell Wilson came for a couple years and Jalen stayed, I'd be all right with that. But I mean, we're gonna have to live with
No,
whatever.
no, no, no,
I,
no,
I,
no, because
I
you
hear
have to
you.
rebuild this team, my
I,
guy. You
I
can't
hear you.
afford to throw those picks away.
I
You
hear
can't.
you. But we're not in charge, man.
I know, but that you know, I know I'm not in charge, but god damn it, I'm sitting here, me as a person, fucking telling you this, and I know it. And these guys are supposed to be smarter than us. How the fuck do they not see it?
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, dude. I want to choke him too, dude. I do. I want to choke him. I want to grab him through the screen, dude, and just like, don't you know? Fuck, killing me.
I can't, dude. I can't. Like I get it, dude. Like quarterbacks run the league, but
It's not
holy
everything.
fuck,
Yeah.
we're not in that. we're not in the vicinity to win right now. If you trade away our 3 first-round picks next year for Russell Wilson, you're still going to have the same offensive line. You're still going to have the same wide receivers. You're still going to have the same fucking defense. And you're still not going to give him a good chance at winning, especially the way this defense is playing. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh, unless he can do some magic and pull a rabbit out of his asshole and
well,
like
no lie,
one
dude. Does
one
Seattle not
pick.
have a better defense than us right now?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't.
Wow.
I don't. I. I haven't
I
really
would
watched
say
it.
so.
Yeah.
We're pretty fucking bad.
Well, it's
But
coaching.
that's my
It's
point, though.
coaching.
You see how hard of a time he has winning in Seattle with what he's got. I mean, hell, he's got DK and Tyler Lockett for Christ's sake, and
Yeah.
he already has a hard time. Why the
Yeah.
fuck would he
It's a
want to come here?
it's a
That's my
different
point.
conference though, dude. It's a different conference though. If he came here, he would definitely make our offense a thousand light years better than Jalen Hurts right from the get go. Number one, because he'd be hitting all the receivers like with accuracy. But he's not our guy. You know what I mean? He's not Jalen Hurts. You know, I don't want it because I want all the picks for the defense. You know what I mean? I wanted to run how I would like. You know, but I know how he's thinking, and I know how much he slobbers over this guy. I mean, every time he gets a chance, he says Russell Wilson's name. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's got a infatuation for the guy.
Dude,
like,
if I was Russell
uh,
Wilson and he got traded here, I would put a restraining order on that motherfucker like ASAP. Like,
he wants
dude, you
to
don't lie.
touch me.
You'll be walking in one day and he's gonna be sitting there sniffing your jock strap or some shit.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
wow, dude. Wow.
I hear you, Gio. Number one, bro. I listen. There is something about Jalen Hurts. Now I got asked the other day, why do you defend this kid so much? He's my fucking quarterback. That's why. I'd do it if it was. I would do it if it was Wentz. I would do it if it is Gardner Minshew. I'd do it if it was anyone.
That's
If
our
you're my
team,
starting
man.
quarterback, you're my starting quarterback.
Yeah,
I'll
that's our
defend him
team.
until I can't defend the kid anymore. And the one reason I defend him is because of the potential. But
Yeah, he's got a lot of it.
the potential comes patience. And
Yeah.
I'm willing to be patient.
Yeah.
I have no issue with it. But that doesn't mean we're going to possibly be the greatest next year either. I mean, if he makes an amazing jump from year 2 to 3, then hell yeah, I can see it. And if we actually get him some help, like you said, veteran leadership in the wide receiver room, maybe another wide receiver or whatever, and we get a defense that can actually stop people, then yeah, we're talking about we could be possibly competing next year for at least the East.
You, you know,
So
AK, I think a lot of our issue is Jonathan Gannon. I mean, it really is. Like, he does not know how to run a defense.
yeah,
Like, it's he's so starstruck with these other quarterbacks, like, and it scares him to get beat, and you can't have that. Like, you just can't. Like, you have to be aggressive, especially in Philadelphia, dude. I
yep.
mean, we're, dude, we're about to take this guy out of town. Like, we're gonna drag him out, kicking and screaming if we have to. Like, for real, the fan base is no joke. I, I don't like what I'm seeing. This like passive aggressive. I mean, yeah, the passive bullshit. I can't stand it, dude. Like, after going through what I have with Jim Johnson, like this guy. Like, it was hard for me to watch Jim Shorts, but this guy, oh my god, dude, I just wanna,
Tar and feather his ass.
yeah, dude, it's just
Well,
it's
listen,
rough.
unfortunately, dude, I don't believe anyone's going anywhere this year. Because if you look at our history, I mean, they gave Dougie P his his chance. They gave Chip his. They gave, um, Andy Reid his. Everyone's gotten chances. We've never really had a one and done. You know, but I think what they're going to force them to do is put a senior veteran like advisor, a
Yeah,
coaching advisor
yeah.
over them.
As a
That way,
matter,
somebody who can sit there and be like, no, you guys need to do it this way. Kind of like to teach them to be coaches,
as
better.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but
you're good.
as a matter of fact, Seth Joyner was talking today that he would do it. He would come in and
Yeah,
counsel. I
that's
mean,
awesome.
yeah, he said he would love to, you know, um, and actually, the conversation actually started with him being the DC, you know, and he was like, but I don't see that working out because you have to go through the ranks here, to get to that. You know what I mean? He was a DB coach over or a linebacker coach over in Buffalo. I don't know if you knew that or not, but
No,
yeah, he only did that for a little bit. But anyway, he said that Howie wouldn't let it go, for him being in DC because their personality, the
yeah,
personality thing, he's too strong of a person, you know what I mean? Like he won't
he
listen
ain't
to
gonna
their
take
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he ain't gonna listen to their shit. And he said it himself, so
yeah.
he was like, "Yeah,
But that
it
is
won't work."
truly what we need. I
Yeah,
mean, because listen, I get it. You see potential in JG. Okay, well they do. I'm not saying we do, but they do. And you know what? There is games where even in the past we look at it. Like the Lions game, Atlanta. Even when the San Francisco game was pretty decent. There is flashes where I'm like, okay, defense actually didn't do too bad. You know, but
it's too much like this.
exactly, there's no consistency. If
Yeah,
you add a senior advisor to this coaching staff who is a veteran, you know, then you should be able to find them being more consistent because that's what they're there to do. To bring out your potential. That's pretty much what we're trying to do is we're
right.
getting a senior advisor to bring out our young coaching potential that we see in
Yeah,
them.
they need some old heads up in there to
Yeah.
to be a little bit more rough around the collar for sure. But I gotta give it to Sirianni. I mean, he's starting to go up like this. You know what I mean? Like he's starting to
Yeah.
make some headway now, and it's just unfortunate that Gannon. He came to the show looking good, but then he left.
Yeah.
And Nick's got him beat now. I mean. But I do.
You think he's got the balls to fire JG because they're really good friends?
I don't think that Nick Sirianni will fire him, but I don't think he's going to have a say at the end of the year. I think Howie would definitely replace him.
But I mean, no. I'm asking you. Do you think he has the balls to do it himself, though? Do you think? Because I mean, think about it. You as a head coach, you have to know because, like you said, the last few weeks his offense has been going up, and his fucking defense has been dragging our ass down. Obviously, we're skidding like this. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. It's like a
uh,
rug being dragged behind us. Yeah.
yeah. He knows that.
No, he
Like he's
does. He
not
knows.
blind to it. He knows it. He just ain't gonna say it, but he knows it.
He's
Do
probably
you
saying
think
it behind
do you
doors.
think he has the balls to do it? Considering, fuck his future,
Yeah.
dude. It's all about you.
Yeah.
You're the head coach. Your name
Yeah.
is on this shit. If
Yep.
you
It's
fail
both of us.
here, you need something from somewhere else. You need to put your stamp on something for
Yeah.
somewhere else. Especially if it don't work out here. So I mean, do you roll with it until it bleeds out, or do you step in and are you man enough to fucking fix it? That's the question I want to know.
He might. I mean, you see him get a little feisty here and there. And he
Just
did
fall
yell at
back
him the
here.
one time.
Whoever knew it'd be as simple as throwing a bouquet of flowers at him to get him riled up.
He was already heated from losing, dude. Are you kidding? He was going to charge the mound.
Yo, he knew after that game that was all JG's fault. Like you don't leave
Yeah.
that stadium without knowing that was all his fault. Dude, all you had to do was hold them from passing the 50-yard line. That's all
All he
you
had
had
to
to
do
do.
was
Just stop
Derek
him.
Barnett out on not going on third downs. Derek Barnett is no longer allowed to go out on third downs.
I'm so happy he's gone after this year, man. I'm so happy. And I'm telling, if you fucking re-sign this man, Howie, I'm gonna punch you in your face.
Dude. We're gonna go poop on his doorstep.
Dude, I'm serious. Like, you cannot re-sign this guy. I'd rather you get rid of him and draft someone. No lie. Like, I don't even care. Dude, for a first round 15 overall pick, this kid is terrible. He has not lived up to his potential whatsoever. And no.
It sucks, dude. It sucks. Oh, he's gonna be like Reggie White, you know what I mean? Oh, dude.
Reggie White when he's 70?
Right? Yeah, dude, this guy can't.
All right. So, also, please tell me what is wrong with having a run-heavy offense and an elite defense? There's nothing wrong with that. Defenses win championships. We all know that. Having elite defenses is what wins you the Super Bowl
because it gives you the ball.
Look at it.
The more chances you have with the ball, and the more you can score, and the more they can't score.
Listen, when you have a halfback like Miles Sanders, I expect you to run the fucking ball.
Yeah, that's what you're paying him for.
I mean that's what Dallas did with Ezekiel, they did it with Elliott when he was young. They did it with oh shit. I'm losing my mind here. Back in the 90s. Oh my god.
Elliott.
Was it? No. Was that Elliott too?
No,
back in the 90s.
No, I know who you're talking about.
Oh my god. I'm losing my mind, dude. I gotta stop.
I know who you're talking about, but
yeah.
I can't place his name either. I got a brain fart.
I see, yeah. Emmett Smith. Sorry.
That's who it was.
Holy shit. Wow.
I knew it was an E. I don't follow their team, man. Come on.
No, I should know though. I mean, because in all honesty, that's the one guy that I do respect out of Dallas. Like, I do. Emmett Smith was a dog, man. It's just crappy. He went to a shitty team. I mean,
I fucking hate.
He was a hell of a player, man, and that's what Dallas did, though. I mean, when they had Emmett Smith, dude, all they did was run the fucking ball. When they had DeMarco Murray, 300 fucking carries in 1 year, they ran the ball. When you have a dynamic halfback, you run the ball. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't give a shit if my quarterback throws the ball 17 times, as long as we win.
Well,
if we win, I don't give a shit.
We ran a lot with Westbrook. I mean,
but I mean, honestly though, it's all about the W, right? If we win, I don't give a shit. He can throw the ball 5 fucking times. If there is a W on that scoreboard by the end of the game, I don't give a shit.
And we won.
I really don't, man.
I'd like to cram it down their throat every time.
That's one thing. Even though Gruden got let go of because he did some disrespectful shit, I respect him as a person when it comes to play calling, because that was how he was. He was a run it down your throat type coach. He loved the run game before anything, and he was a good play caller when it came to that. And now I see it in our offense now. We're running the ball 40 times right now. Like, that's awesome. I actually smile when I see that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Especially when we're like actually getting somewhere with it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, like I just want to see consistent. I just want to see Miles have consistent 100-yard games now. And I'm pretty sure he's back, Papa. I saw you put a tweet out about that today. Was that real or no? Is he back now?
He said he was back.
So does that mean
I think he's on the practice field? I think he's on the practice field.
Then I got to start him in fantasy. Shit.
I don't know if he's playing, but I know he's back.
Okay. Well, hopefully he plays. If he doesn't, well, next week then. But Do you agree though? It has to be the combination of Sanders Howard. Like that. That's
Yeah,
your two now. That is your
yeah.
two. There is
And
no one else.
Sprinkle and Gainwell.
Yeah.
Because he's
I'm
the
sorry, man.
smart booster.
I'm not as high on Scott as everyone. Like I
No,
like him. I like him. I like
he's a
his
good fourth
character,
back.
and he's a hard runner. I love how he runs, but he gets stopped just as much as everyone else. You
Yeah,
know, it's not like he's some.
elusive back. Yeah, I hear you.
He's no Darren Sproles. Let's not
No,
kid ourselves.
no,
You
no, he's
know,
not.
so but I do like his fight though, man. When he made that touchdown, like they bent him like halfway backwards and he like flung himself forwards, got the touchdown. Like that's the
Mighty
dog
Mouse
in him.
shit.
Yeah, dude, I love that shit about him.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, he's no Jordan fucking Howard. Let's not mix it up, you know.
Mm. Yeah, Jordan Howard is nice, man. That is, when he
There's
signed back
all
with the team, I was just like, yes.
yeah, man. I don't the things we do sometimes.
Uh,
I truly I get confused because I don't. We should have never let him go to begin with. You know,
no.
I mean, yeah, I get it. He's had some injuries here and there, but who the fuck hasn't on this team?
Yeah, it's a part
Like,
of
no
football.
lie,
It's a
no.
part of football.
Yeah, I mean, we've lasted through two of Brandon Brooks's Achilles tears for Christ's sake. What's a little stinger? You know,
He's the
so
next on the chopping block. He gotta go.
oh Jinx, what'd you do, my guy? I hope it's. Oh, wait, are you actually, or are you in there visiting someone? Hope you're all right, brother. But God bless. But yeah. So we have Denver this weekend. Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. Two gloves.
How you feeling about that?
I think it's not an upper echelon quarterback, and again, it's not going to be starstruck. And I think we're going to attack on the defense and play tighter on the back of the line there. So I think we'll come out with a win on this one.
You think that's what it is? You think it's that simple? He just gets QB starstruck.
He gets flustered, man. He gets all flustered about other quarterbacks.
No, he gets stupid.
Oh, he
Like,
does, man.
I,
He gets all wound up, dude. Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
listen,
I love the way he touches the football.
he wagoos
oh,
the shit out of that thing.
oh, man.
No. um, listen, we all consider the Chargers a playoff contender. I would say, right? We only lost by 3 points to them. To me, yeah, that sucks, but we did lose. But it was only 3 points. It could have been a blowout. Like I told you, they are a very hard team. You know, they have two fabulous wide receivers in
And a
Keenan
very good quarterback.
and Mike Williams. Yeah, they have a very good halfback in Eckler.
And
You
their
know,
coaches are smart.
yeah, Staley's a beast, man. You know, and you had to be careful because I know they were coming in, and the last couple of weeks they have not played that well, all in all.
Hmm.
But you couldn't take this team for granted. You really couldn't.
No.
And they showed us that, and we were
Yeah.
the perfect team to show that to.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna
But
put up another 80% on you.
yeah, but you
How about
know,
that,
all in all,
Jonathan?
they lost by 3. But the reason we only lose by 3 is because we couldn't stop anyone.
And
You know,
Derek Barnett.
a lot of people give Deshaun Watson crap last year because he only won 4 games, even though he threw for what 4,200 yards and how many touchdowns and only so little interceptions. He as a quarterback, he did a damn good job, but as a team collectively, they did horrible. Well, if you look at it, a lot of that was on his defense. He had them in the games. They just couldn't stop anyone. You know, that's kind of how I look at the Charger game. Jalen brought us back in this game. He
Yeah.
truly did. We tied
Well,
them
he kept up
twice.
with him. He
Yeah,
kept
we
up with
tied
him.
them twice
Yeah, it
in
was like
the
a mini
end.
shootout. Yeah.
Yeah, and our defense couldn't stop them one time. That's all we needed was one stop. And that's what changes the game. And when you look at that, that's on JG, dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely on his plate. I mean, if Hurts gets the ball back, we're gonna win that game. I mean, he was determined to win this game. I mean, you could tell if he, like I said, if he would have got the ball back at any point in the end there, we would have won for sure. But it was up to
Oh,
the defense. Hmm.
yeah. No, and that look on his face, bro. I felt so bad for him at the end when they zoomed in on him. He was just shaking his head and he put his
Yeah.
head down. Dude, you could see it in his face. He was like, "You just gave me this ball back. It was ours." Like you could read it all over him. He was ready to go, and
Hmm.
he was like, "And there it is. It's gone." Like I
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
so
I put
bad
all
for
that
him.
shit
I
on the
was like,
field. Yeah, I painted that picture for you guys, and
because
you
no
just
lie,
shit on it.
bro. If we won that game, would anyone be talking the way they're talking right now? Would
No,
Howie Roseman even be looking at Pickett and Sam Howell right now?
no,
Probably not.
no. They would have been like the Eagles all over the media.
Right? They beat the
Yeah,
Chargers. Who knew it?
yeah.
And they'd be like, wow, even though he threw 18 times, Jalen Hurts didn't play bad, but because they lost, they were like, well, he only threw 17 times, so they must not believe in him. It's so crazy how crazy the narrative can be by a win or a loss.
The one thing I can say, we aren't the Lions. No wins.
We proved that one. We definitely proved that one.
Yeah.
No, man, listen, I totally agree with you on the Denver thing. The only thing that concerns me, and I've lived in Denver, so I know about it. I'm pretty fit for my age, and when I was 24, I lived there, so I was fit then too. I could run. It is very hard to run in Denver. Okay, like
The air is thin.
when they say that oxygen masks sometimes are required, they're no lie. I remember my brother-in-law. We were running, and he turned around and he looked back, and I'm just standing there and I'm leaned over, hands on my knees, and I'm breathing. He's like, I thought you were a track star in high school. I was like, well, I was. I was like, but we didn't have this type of shit here, dude. Like, it almost feels like your lungs want to collapse sometimes. Like when you hit exhaustion mode very fast. It's no lie. So definitely we have to go in with um we should have spent a lot of time on the treadmills this week. Hopefully.
Yeah. I
You
hope they
know,
were active. Yeah.
gotta get your
They should
cardio
have
up for this
they
one.
should have went there and got acclimated.
Yeah, you definitely have to get your cardio up for this one. It is not easy. I know these guys are built like machines, but remember, their
It's
lungs breathe the
different.
same way ours do.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
they got to
it
fight
is
through four
not.
quarters.
Yeah, it is not something to mess with, dude. And I even went rock climbing there. Rock climbing is crazy there too, and that's not even easy because you got to breathe to climb rocks.
Yeah, you're going for a walk. Yeah, I hear you, man. It's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough. It's going to be a hard game, and it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. But I definitely do see us winning. I mean, I think we're going to get a lot of points early. And I don't. I think we're going to get a couple interceptions too in this game because I just don't see our defense slacking on this one. I think we're on the up one.
is Slay playing?
Huh?
Is Slay playing?
Yes. Yes,
He
Slay's
is.
back. Yeah, I believe
Okay.
so. He's back.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. I
Yeah.
mean, if we were without him this week, granted, I do have a lot of faith in Tay Gowan, and I like what I've heard about Vincent Jr. You know,
They need an
um,
off season.
but that still don't make me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Is Maddox out?
I think he came back too. I think we got full strength again.
Okay,
I, I'm
that
pretty
changes
sure.
things.
Yeah, I got to look into that.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't look into that either before we came on too.
I didn't even
So,
think of it. It was such a busy day today, and my week has been so crazy.
no lie, I don't know the injury report till game day. I won't lie, I really don't. Now I will know about the big ones. Like if Fletcher Cox went down, I would obviously know about that. But
Yeah.
just like anyway, um, but I do agree defensively. They're wide. They have a young wide receiver core as well, kind of like we do.
Mm.
But I
They
trust
got
Slay.
Judy, man. That guy is a
Yeah,
beast. We're gonna
but I
we're
trust Slay.
definitely gonna have to put some guys in the box this time. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have to play a
Yeah,
little tighter. We're gonna have to play a lot tighter. I mean, we gotta play press coverage this time. Like, or we're gonna get beat bad.
yeah. No, I agree. And they have KJ Hamler. You know, he's a Penn State guy. Uh, he's very fast. They got Cortland Sutton. I guess he's playing right,
I
or
don't
is
I
he
don't know
injured?
their team that well.
Okay.
I just know
Well,
Jerry Judy, and they
okay.
got Waddle.
Well, if
I don't.
Sutton's playing, he's pretty good. I believe he's
Sertain is not playing.
yeah. Sertain's out. So,
Um,
but guess what? Smith goes against Darby. Ding, ding, ding. I wonder who's winning that one.
Smith will win that, man. Come on. Get the double move in, baby.
Hey, you know what? I will give him his props though. He hasn't been playing bad football this year. He actually hasn't played bad football since he left us. Same
Yeah.
with Sidney Jones. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah.
him too. He's actually been playing some pretty decent ball.
This is the
Everyone
issue.
that leaves our organization ends up playing good.
Yeah, yeah. Look at Rasul Douglas, dude. You
Eric
know,
Rowe, Micah Hyde.
mm, all these guys, man. It's because we didn't have the coaching. You know what I mean? And we didn't. We just didn't keep them around.
Yeah, but I do not fear their defense as much because our offensive line has looked very good.
Uh,
I have a lot of praise for Dickerson. I believe he showed very good improvement over these last couple weeks. I really like that combo of the 267 guys next to each other. Them two together are.
the Twin
I've
Towers,
always said it.
baby.
Yeah, I've always said it, bro. Like, if you could somehow, like, I would
Dickerson and
not be
Mailata. Oh,
opposed to using a draft pick on a new center and just leaving Dickerson there because, dude, I would love having 267 dudes blocking my blind side.
what if we
Like,
got
no
another
one's
big guy like that?
right. If you could get another 6'7" center in the draft this year, go
Uh,
for it, bro. Although I'd be like, how's he getting it over that? Like Jalen Hurts is only 6'2", so
well, he got the other side.
but no, man, I'm all for that though. I believe LD and Milata make a hell of a team together. Getting around those two dudes, that's got to be exhausting, especially if Dickerson can get back to being the mauler that he's known to be. We still have yet to see him at his full potential, I believe. But
He's
when
still
he does,
injured, dude.
yeah, exactly. But when he comes back next year, dude, I believe he's going to be back to that mean streak that he had. And man, if you could keep that combo together between him and Dickerson, oh my God, run the ball the left side all the time. You know what I'm
Well, that's
saying?
why we're producing so much.
Exactly.
These guys are ugh, nuts, man.
And hey, I got a question for you. Well, future preference, hypothetically, would you all be opposed to, like, say the Dolphins end up with a third round pick, or we get the third overall pick in the draft due to the Dolphins?
That's not gonna happen. They just won last night.
Well, I'm hypothetical.
Okay, we'll
It's
see.
not over yet. They can still crap out the rest of the year. But say you could get Stingley or any of whoever you could get, but say, is trading back an option? Maybe a few, because you could ultimately pick up a few first rounds next year or one first round this year, or second. You know what I'm saying?
I
Would
could see
trading
Howie
back be
doing
an
that.
option?
I would trade down to get another two first rounders for next year,
Yeah,
for the following year. I would do it. I could see him
especially when
doing
you
it.
have two.
Yeah, yeah. Don't be greedy.
Yeah,
Get more
right.
greedy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would not be opposed to that either. Listen, if you can trade one of our firsts and get a few firsts next year, like two firsts in return, or their first this year and a few seconds this year, or however the hell you do it, I'm all for that. Especially if you get
Depending
really
on what
good
team.
picks.
Depending
Yeah,
on what team
but
too.
you got to get really good picks.
Yeah,
Like with the remaining two, you have to be like on the
upper
money.
echelon. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't mess that up. Like if you take
Oh,
two and trade up and get a quarterback, and then I punch you in the face and you have one left, like don't move back. Then keep that,
yeah.
and but if you don't do QB and you're willing to trade back a few spots, or maybe from third to 10th, and you can acquire two firsts, hey, I have no problem with that whatsoever. How
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely down with that, man. Like I would definitely do it. You know, the more the merrier. And we got to build this team, dude.
Yeah.
And Howie needs an extra couple picks because he gets shit wrong.
Yeah, because you even heard that fucking statement, which even put more shivers up my spine. I pick better late in the rounds than I do in the early rounds.
Oh,
It's like, all right, motherfucker, then stop scouting early round players and just scout late round ones then. Like
or
leave
let
the
the
leave the
scouts pick
early
the first
rounds.
round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave the early rounds to the professionals and go
yeah.
do five and above then. If you
And go play
truly
with
want
the
to
six
be
rounds,
something.
bro.
Yeah. Like find more Milatas if you will.
Yeah,
I'll take that all day long. If
yeah,
you can find a seventh round gem somewhere, go for it, man. But
yeah. You go do the late rounders, buddy. Let the scouts
yeah,
do the good shit. Oh, he's such an asshole, man. I hate that guy.
hey,
He's my enemy.
you know what? He proved that he could throw to the left though last week. He hit that nice pass to Goddard. That
Yeah,
was a dime.
yeah.
He might not do it often, but he can when he has to. But you're right. Maybe that isn't why he throws to the left side during pocket passes, because he fucking can't. Because he can't see over those two gigantic fucking phenoms we have on the left side. That'd be funny as shit though if that came out. I can't throw left. Why? Because the fucking twin towers are in my way. I'm only 6'2".
I had to go left.
I had to go to the right. I always have to go right.
Yeah, right.
But no,
Yeah.
dude, that makes me feel a lot better though. We are. What is who doing? What are you doing?
I
What
don't
am I
know.
doing? I don't know, Gio. I'm confused. Let me know, bud. Um, yeah, that does make me feel better though. I mean, listen, we've ran 30 to 40 times the last 2 weeks. We've had 150 plus rushing yards the last 2 weeks between our two halfbacks and Jalen. They've proven they can move the ball. I've seen progression, like you said, with Jalen. Like he said, they're close. Rome
Yeah.
wasn't built overnight, but I don't know, man. I'm with you. I think our defense might show up this week. I hope they do. I hope every week they do.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
I
if
want
I,
to win.
maybe you know what? Maybe if I start being negative, I'll get a positive outcome.
Oh man, that's funny. Ike Reese was saying that the other day. He was like, "I'm gonna just start calling losses for the Eagles, see if they
Right?
win."
Yeah. Like,
Get some
yo, our
juju going.
defense is fucking trash. We're gonna get blown out 42-10.
Uh,
Now watch, we go and win next Sunday. I'll be like, that's the fucking key right there. I'll keep doing it until we lose, and then I'll be like, well, fuck, back to winning it goes.
right? Darn. uh, man.
Yeah. No, man. like I said, Jalen's ultimate thing about him is he's not too big for it. He's never shown me any cause for concern to believe that he feels he's not the problem or he can't get better at anything or you know what I'm saying.
He's a
He's
Philly
shown
guy, man.
yeah, he's shown me all the signs that he's a blue collar quarterback. Like he's gonna go out there, he's gonna weight lift every offseason. He's gonna work on his arm every offseason. And that's the key too. If you keep Nick around, guess what? He can go this offseason, not have to worry about learning the playbook other than a couple new installments if they add some in. But other than that, he can just focus on himself. He can focus on his arm. He can focus on his weight, his weightlifting, all that shit, whatever he wants to do. And then next year, there is no excuses,
That's right.
you know. But he takes all the blame that he needs to, especially when he knows he messed up, and he's man enough to admit that, and I respect him for that. I do. Like there's no hate there. And I'd rather have a quarterback who takes the blame than one that says, well, you know, this is God's plan. Well, God's telling you, you fucking suck, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he's got everything you need. You just need to, like Nick says, let it blossom.
You gotta let the roots grow, man.
Well, that don't make me feel any better, Gio.
Well, if their
Broncos guy.
players aren't there, if some of their players aren't there, that'd be good.
Yeah, but I don't want our players coming down with that shit either. We
Yeah,
already
well,
got enough
they're gonna
people.
test them before they come and play. I mean, but
Yeah.
whoever, you know, I mean, I don't wish that on anybody, but you know,
Well, and that's what I was talking about, Papa, the other day. You know, you just look at that play alone, that third down play when he leaps over that guy. All right, you might get that from Russell. You might get that from Lamar. You might get that from Hurts and vintage Cam Newton and Vic. But who else is doing that? Who? You know that's not something that just every quarterback's out there doing.
no,
So you
he's
got to
hungry to
take
win,
those things.
man.
Yeah, you got to take those things into perspective. You
I
do.
mean, the kid's definitely hungry to win. You know, and you got to give him that. You know, I don't know how many quarterbacks are that hungry. You got to
Yeah,
put it all out there.
yeah. I mean, hell, he could have landed on his fucking head for Christ's sake.
Yeah, he
You
could have broke his
never
neck.
know. But he did it for us.
Yeah.
You got to take that into account, man. He was willing to put his career on the line and break his neck for a fucking first down to win a football game.
That's it, man.
I don't know what more you want from a guy. If that doesn't speak Philly, I don't know what does.
Right?
Because I promise
Absolutely.
you this, Carson Wentz running out of bounds on that one. Or he gets trucked.
Yeah, he's throwing it with his
Severely.
left on that one.
Yeah. Or he's getting trucked severely with two sprained ankles on the same play. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not leaping, he's not getting that. There's no fucking way.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's something that only Jalen can do. You
You're gonna
know,
see his
and
shoes left
so
behind
few.
him.
Yeah, and so little few like
Smoking.
Lamar and them. Yeah. But no, I agree with you, Pop. At Russell's age, he's probably not doing that anymore. But a young Russell Wilson probably would do that.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's something you only get from Lamar and Hurts at this day and age. You know, maybe Josh Allen. Maybe he is daredevilish enough to do something like that. Yo, what's good, Big Play Slay? Appreciate you for coming through, man. KV.
I think he meant AK. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I was
so
looking at my keyboard to try and figure it out real quick. I was like, what's he meaning here? That's all. Good to have you though, Slay. Appreciate you for coming in, man. Yeah. So all in all, no, KV is like one of my nicknames.
Oh, okay.
Like I would know that. I'm sorry. Hi, KV.
Mm. All right.
um, yeah. So no, man. All in all, this game this weekend, it could go many ways.
I think
Um,
I think though if we win it, we get some respect though.
oh, for sure. Yeah, but I'm talking as in win to loss here. Um, this could be a blowout for them. This could be a blowout for us. This could be a close game. You know, it can go any direction. Uh, I know they played a hell of a game last week against the Cowboys, but we ultimately seen what happened last night with the Dolphins and
Yeah. Any
wow.
given Sunday, man. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
wild, dude.
that was when we did that yesterday. I was on with Classified Joel last night, and he's a giant content creator. Shout out to him. Very, very, very awesome individual to work with. Um, we were doing our game predictions last night, and I was sitting there, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's going to be a close game." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Listen, I'm just going to go off the top of the hat here." I was like, "I'm going to be completely different than any of y'all. I'm going to be like, this is your 50 pointer for the week." You know, I was like, "This is it's going to be like 52-17 Ravens." You know, in all honesty, I didn't think the Dolphins were going to have any chance at all, truly.
No, I didn't
And
either.
yeah, and
Who did?
holy fuck, was I wrong?
All right.
Wow. You know, I even told him, and he was and Joel was the only one to pick the Dolphins to win, and I was like, I don't even know. I said, I bow to you, sir. I was like, I would have called your bookie last night and fucking bet on that shit. Like, you could have made some serious money off that.
Yeah, everybody was betting the other way.
That is,
Those odds must have been insane, dude.
I never saw it coming, man. I didn't.
Who
I
did? I mean, they were like, Dan Marino's Dolphins, dude. Like they came to play, man. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I didn't. Their defense just totally kicked Baltimore's ass, dude. like, like they just kept coming and sacking them, dude. Like, I was like, let me
I
through.
said it at the end of the game. I said, you know what? I said, after this performance, I was like, the Dolphins, you have no more fucking excuses. Like, you can't come out next week and just go back to being shit.
Yeah, no, you got to
You know
win
what
the
I'm
rest of the
saying?
year
Like,
now.
if you go back to being shit next week, I'm going to have questions. I'm going to be like, all right, what's going on? Like,
Bring out the
you just,
frying pan.
yeah, like you were 10-6 last year. I actually had them as a wild card playoff contender this year before the season even started. I liked where they were headed. And then they come out looking like they did. And that was bad. I mean, it was terrible.
It's
And
still
then you play
terrible.
like this last night, you got back to what you were last year last night. Like you look good. You look
What,
really good.
what are they?
You
Two
know?
and seven now. 3-7.
Yeah. 3. So, you know, when you do that, like you can't come out being the Dolphins of old first 7 weeks. You know, you can't do that because I'm going to start asking questions. Like you tanking for real then? Like you trying at that point? Because that was one hell of a show, man.
You
It
know,
really was.
speaking of that, I started thinking about that today. Maybe the Eagles were tanking in the beginning. Like after the first game, they were like, "Hey, let's go win one just to get some butts in the seats, and then let's just open it up and just throw balls, and just tank for a while, and then win a couple games in the end." Just so it doesn't look so incriminating. you
Well,
know,
let me give you a perspective because I brought it up to Moochie and them on Wednesday. And no, yes, like I was man enough to admit it too, man, on live. Hey,
when you're
it
wrong,
was
you're
just,
wrong.
it was a thought, and I went with it because dude, call me crazy, but the way the Dolphins have been playing lately,
Right?
I'm not that crazy, am I? It
Hmm.
could have happened. It could have, but it didn't, and I was completely wrong. And shout out to Miami. I mean, hell, they shut me
Right?
up.
Hats
It is
off,
what it
man.
is.
They just beat Lamar.
Yeah.
They got that in the book. You know,
What were you saying though right before I started that?
they're a flash in the pan, probably.
Who?
Not Miami.
No, it was about Hurts. The thing I was going to say.
Yeah, yeah. I said they were
Oh,
they
yes,
were tanking.
yes.
Yeah, I think
Thank you.
they were purposely tanking.
Well, see, I try to think as it positively as I can. What I think they did and where I think they fucked up, one, they listened to Howie, and that was the dumbest fucking mistake in the world.
Yeah, we
I
want a
believe,
throwing team.
well, not just that, but I believe the first 8 weeks were, I believe they came into this season knowing it was an evaluation season.
Hmm.
Okay. I truly believe that. Whether it was also intention to win as well, it was still an evaluation season because they're new coaches. They need to see ultimately what they have to move forward.
Right.
But I believe the first 8 games was truly a Jalen Hurts evaluation.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought this too.
But they went about it all the wrong way
Yeah.
because what they did was they were like, all right, well, in this evaluation, we're going to combine pass blocking, Jalen Hurts, the wide receivers, and the offensive line. So you're not just evaluating Jalen Hurts, you're also evaluating your wide receiver core. You're also evaluating your pass blocking for your offensive line and your pass blocking for your wide receivers. Now you see the gigantic flip now at the halfway point to all running and less passing. Now you are evaluating Jalen Hurts on his handoffs, on his play actions, his motions, all that. You're evaluating this running back core. You're evaluating the offensive line in run blocking now. And now you're also, uh, um, shit, evaluating the wide receivers at run blocking. But the point is, though, they're doing it all the wrong way because instead of doing it mixed periodically all game long, they're doing it all in one swoop
Yeah,
motion.
yeah.
And
I don't
and
know,
that's
man.
wrong. Because in my eyes, you evaluating that way, you're not fairly evaluating Jalen Hurts.
Right, right. It was just too much. I mean, I don't think they would ever. I don't know, man. It's Howie though, so you don't know. You just don't know with the guy.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe they were testing his arm, and see what he can do. But I don't know, man. That's really hard because I don't know if Jalen would go through with that. I don't know.
he didn't even probably have to know. Jalen's,
RPO, dude. I mean, it
yeah,
was
but
his
you have to
choice to
realize.
pass or throw.
I know, but you have to realize
I mean,
though,
pass or hand off.
if they didn't tell him to begin with what they were doing, well, he knew he was getting evaluated, whether or not he knew
Sure.
that, but he didn't have to know the plan. But the coaches knew, and I mean, he's not stupid. He
Right.
obviously knows, but he's not one of those guys that are going to sit there and argue with you though either. He's just going to go through with it and just do it. He's not that guy.
The players probably didn't know because you had Smith walking back saying, "Why aren't we running the ball?"
Mhm.
So maybe they didn't know. I don't know, man. But it's definitely not the way to test anything.
No, That's
I
why I
mean,
said we went about it all the wrong way. I
yeah,
mean,
you
if
got to
that's truly
methodically
what
do
you're
that.
doing, you can do it throughout the game. Like I get it, you're
Right.
young coaches, you don't want
Yeah.
to put them through too much, but holy shit, you can't.
You got to have a method to your madness. You got to methodically do that. Yeah, you're right.
How can you reasonably say you gave a guy a chance when he was 85% of the offense?
Yeah,
I mean, you can
that's
target this kid at that point. You don't
right.
even need to guess. Like he is your guy. Like everyone asks, well, who do you scheme for all week long? The Hopkins, Adams, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's
He's
it.
85% of the offense. Just
Yeah.
key in on him, and that's it.
Yep.
And that's not fair. That's
And
not
go
fair to any.
intercept the pass.
Yeah, that's not fair to anyone, man. It
Bring in
really
the
is.
blitz and go get the pass. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
I
and,
mean,
and through all the adversity and everything that he's had to work with and this young wide receiver core that is still developing, that isn't even close to anywhere near what he needs. Dude, he's got 1,900 yards. He's got 16 or 17 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions.
yeah. I
What
mean,
more
dude,
do you want from him?
what a gift on him. Hats off.
Yeah, he's almost got 2,000 yards, and with what we have, and what more do you want from him? I mean, he's not Carson Wentz. He's not polished by any means, but with what he has to work with and with the limited skill set that he has, he's doing a pretty good fucking job.
Yeah, I mean, when I was talking with some other people, I was saying, dude, this guy, he doesn't lose the ball. He doesn't lose the ball, so that's already a bonus from what we had before. And
Right?
not to mention, he's been in every game.
Yeah.
He's been available. So that's the best. You know,
Well,
availability.
and that's the other stat too that I saw that I'm impressed by. And yeah, it's only been the last 2 weeks, but in the last 2 weeks, we're only one of 3 teams who have had 0 turnovers. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Because guess what? Ultimately, if you can fix the mistakes on defenses without turnovers, you win football games. Turnovers are what loses games.
yeah.
And we're not creating any turnovers right now on ourselves. That's good. That means we're in where we need to be. We just need to lock down the areas that are really fucking shitty right now. So,
Yeah.
well, what is your prediction for this week, my guy?
I'm thinking. I don't see this being a close game. It's going to go either way. Either they're going to stomp our dick in the dirt, or we're going to stomp their dick in the dirt. you know. Uh,
You really think it's going to be like that, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's going to be one way or the other because
yeah.
I just mm,
I
I'm
like it. I like it. I respect it.
I'm going to say one team's going to have 7 points. The other team's going to have in between 21 and 30. But
Wow.
I'm gonna say the Eagles win this one. So
You're a braver man than me.
yeah, the
Oh,
games have been too close lately, so there's got to be a barn burner.
dude, if our defense can come out and hold Denver to 7 points, man, I props to them. I must say. Listen, I get it that they're not the ultimate offense. I get it, but we're not nearly the ultimate defense either. You know what I mean? So you're right. This could literally go either way. It just all depends on how good JG is this weekend.
Mhm.
If he comes without his special helmet on,
Is it gonna be
whatever.
Jekyll or Mister Hyde?
Yeah. Is he coming with his rubber helmet, or is
Yeah.
he, you know,
Is he
we
coming in with
got to
the
figure
star,
out.
the star
Yeah,
eye?
right. Like,
Or- uh,
so
hmm.
I get what you're saying, but ultimately, too, as bad as we've been on defense, like I said, we've been in close games.
Yeah.
So ultimately, no matter how bad we are on defense, I still think this is going to be a close game. And no matter how good we are on, well, but that's the thing though. If we're good on both sides of the ball this week, this could get ugly for them.
Mm.
But I don't see that being that way. I have not had any faith, and I don't have any faith in our defense
Well,
being consistent enough to this. Like I said, this could be our bounce back week. You know, they do have bounce back weeks. This could be one of them, or they could
maybe
be sitting.
Kerrigan comes to play this week, and
Yeah,
they sit
I have
Barnett.
no idea. I have no
Kerrigan's gonna
idea.
play in Barnett's spot.
Oh, I
Uh,
think this is going to be
W.
28-24.
I think
I
this
think
is,
it's going to be 28-24 Eagles.
yeah.
And I'll stand by that. I think it's going to be another game like last week, and hopefully Miles is back. If Miles is back and he's playing,
Run, booby, run.
you have our chances go way up. Because I believe now that we're running the ball and he sees that, and he's been sitting on the sidelines the
He's
last 2
hungry.
weeks. Yo, this kid's gonna come out terrorizing defenses. Like he wants it. He's gonna want it. So, and ultimately, this is Booby's year. You know, he needs to prove it these last 8 games. You know,
Yeah.
so expect this kid to run his ass off. Like
Mm.
we could see a Miles we haven't seen before. Hopefully,
Miles is gonna
I
run
hope.
for miles.
Yeah, I hope.
Contract year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is for
Well,
Howie too.
next year's his 5th-year option, I think,
Hmm.
if
Now,
I'm not mistaken.
this
Is
is
it?
Howie's contract year too, by the way.
Yeah, but like I said, he ain't fucking going anywhere, man. He's looking at quarterbacks. You don't look at quarterbacks with your job on the line, or maybe you fucking do. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not the expert here,
Well,
but
you
I don't.
don't know that he was looking at quarterbacks. He might be gay. You know, he might have been looking at the cheerleaders. We don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he was looking at.
Yeah. All I know is that can't be a 5th-year. Oh, I thought everyone got a 5th-year, but oh, my bad.
Yeah, four-year option.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, I just, no. I'm sorry. After what I saw, he's not going anywhere, and that's sad to say. And I
We'll
hate to
see,
say it.
man. We'll see. Don't get your hopes down yet. You gotta let shit play out, man.
My hopes are down every fucking year for that, man. I told you there is a listen. Let's start this here. This is gonna go worldwide. Watch, dude. There's only one way you get rid of Howie Roseman. Okay, and I will tell you exactly how to do it.
Show his
But
emails.
but no one will ever do it because we're Eagle fans, and we won't do it. But what is the one thing ultimately Jeffrey Lurie loves more than anything?
Money.
If you affect the man's wallet, you will get what you want. Stop going for 2 weeks to an Eagles game. Literally, don't anyone go to an Eagle game for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
When he asks why no one's there, and everyone says we're not there because you're not firing Howie Roseman, he'll fire his ass
Oh yeah.
to get his money.
Like that quick.
I'm not playing, bro.
Oh, I
You
know.
want Howie gone. We can sit here and bitch all day live all we want. There's no threat.
Nobody gonna
Jeffrey
boycott.
knows that in the end of the day, every Sunday your asses are gonna fill his seats.
No one's gonna boycott, brother.
And no one's
But-
gonna do anything.
But one
But
Trey Rock did show a picture of empty seats, bro. So
yeah, but that's ultimately because they were really bad. They still went. There was people there, but they left.
No,
I'm
I don't.
talking about you don't go, you don't buy any tickets. You literally don't buy tickets for 2 weeks. You just let them sit in there. He makes no fucking money off anything. Guess what?
You're still
You'll
gonna
get
have
what
people
you
coming
want.
in for the other teams, dude. That's
Huh?
the only problem. You're still gonna have people coming in for the other team.
So that doesn't fucking matter. Jeff don't want a bunch of fucking Dallas fans sitting in his seats.
I
Are
don't
you
think he
shitting me?
cares. I don't think he cares.
I bet you, dude. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. It it might be money, but it
Butts
ain't
and
the money he
seats.
wants. It might be money, but it ain't the money he wants. We'll put it
Butts,
that way.
butts and seats is all that matters to him, man.
Well,
I mean, if it was different, we'd have something different on the field.
point is though, you ain't selling out though. Yeah, you might have butts in the seats, but it might only be 60,000 compared to 100
Right.
and whatever. And
Right.
trust me, that hurts.
Mm. No, I'd love to do it, man. I'm
No,
with
I
you.
know, but I'm saying though, when people ask how do you do it, when will he do it? Whenever we take action to make him do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but they've proven time and time again it does not matter. You know, and you got to think of it this way: how many times do we march on the Capitol every year to get something we want? How many times do we boycott things to get what we want? This is one of those times, people.
For real.
Whether you love your team or not, look at it this way: you boycott this team for 2 weeks, it's because you love your team,
Yeah.
because you're trying to get the bad out.
Yeah.
You
Get
know,
that rod out of there.
and that's why I say sometimes you got to do the ugly thing to do the right thing. And right now, that's the ugly truth. Just stop giving the man our money, and you'll get what you want. But that's the only way you'll do it.
Mm. Boycott.
Dude, I don't want to do it. Hell, myself sucks. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
I love this team. I do, and I'm probably not going to boycott them myself. But I'm saying, like,
You're a dick.
well, no, listen. The reason I won't boycott, no, listen. The reason I won't boycott them myself is because no one else is going to. What
Right.
you know? What? Fuck it. I'm boycotting the Philadelphia Eagles, and do you want to know why? Because I'm going to be a revolutionaryist. People read about my name in
Revolution.
fucking Eagles history. He's the one that started the boycott to get rid of Howie fucking Roseman.
Put my name on it.
Stamp it. AK Eagles is the fucking dude of the Howie Roseman boycott. I am boycotting the Eagles until I get what I want.
Yeah. Just don't go to games. That's all. Get other people to follow. That's all we got to
Oh yeah,
do.
I'll watch the games on television because he ain't making no money off. Well, he's making money off the TV plays, but he ain't making money off me.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
pay my bill to them, but
Yeah.
ultimately, I guess he does make a little bit, but he ain't making near as what he would if I was there.
Yeah, dude. What are tickets like? $500 for good seats?
Right? Well, no, five. Try like 12,
Yeah. Well, that's box seats.
16.
Box seats. Yeah.
Oh no, we're talking like down like low, like row 10,
Yeah.
like up front. Up front.
Even this year when we're losing, like I don't
Well,
know.
probably not anymore. No, but I'm saying when we're good, that's what they are.
In the beginning of the season, definitely. You
Mhm.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, no lie. When I tried to go to the Tampa game before all that shit went haywire, I looked at tickets down at the low level, and they were going for like just like halfway up. It was like $800. I was like, nope.
Not me. No
I,
sir.
I don't mind being up top, bro. I
Yeah,
don't.
I can
Yeah,
see
it's a better
everything.
view, man. It
Yeah, I can
really
see
is.
everything. Yeah.
Like it ain't. It still ain't TV. I'm there. They're
I,
still closer.
you're still watching TV. I mean, yo, you get a better view from the couch, bro. For real. I think so.
Dude, you ain't even got to go that far, man. Don't Just don't buy nothing, Eagles. Don't fucking buy tickets. Just
That's it.
that's it.
I don't know, man.
I mean that sucks and all that. I would love to buy
For 2
merchandise.
weeks, I could do it.
That's what I'm saying. But see, that's what I'm saying. You would have to organize it and get
Everyone.
thousands and thousands of people and select a day to start and to select another day to stop.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't get what you want after 2 weeks, if we decide collectively to continue on, like say it's taking effect, but it's taking a little longer to take hold, and we choose as a community to keep going, then that's what we do. But it's got to be organized. You just can't say, oh, we're going to do it. And then like 500 people don't do it. Like we all have to fucking do it. It's got to be a collective thing.
Like the power thing. Like the lights off thing that people do. We could do it.
You dropped on your head as a child. I love you, Papa.
Yeah.
You can have it, okay? You can have it. Go
Yeah.
for it, buddy. Um,
You buying fireworks?
no, but I'm serious, man. Like it's bad enough. I think about it every day. I don't want him here anymore.
Me
I'm willing
neither.
to do whatever it takes to get him going. And me as an adult, I know money rules the world.
That's for sure.
And
Not
money
just
rules.
money, but
Yeah, but I mean, money rules my world too. So,
that
if my
too.
wallet, yeah, but if my wallet's empty, I'm not that's not satisfying. So, you know, that's how you get what you want. But like I said, it's got to be a collective thing, man.
For sure. For sure. All right, my guy.
Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. That's about what I had in mind for this. It's been so much fun, dude. I appreciate you volunteering to do this with me.
Yeah, we got plenty
I
more
look
to go,
forward
man.
to it. Yep, I look forward to it. So you want to shout out your channel and give any last thoughts before we get here?
Fire Howie, Backyard Birds Podcast, on Twitter, Backyards Birds PC. That's it, man. Ready to roll.
Well, listen, shout out to everyone who has stopped in: Papa Sora, Geo, uh, Big Play Slay, um, Fizzle. Hey, man,
Bird Gang
been
came
a
in.
long time, dude. We just talked the other day, but appreciate you stopping in, man. Uh, East Camden, thank you so much, dude. All you guys, you've all been great and communicating in chat, and that's what we do this for. We do it for you. You know, I'm a father of two. No lie, if you guys didn't want this, I'm wasting my time. I love doing it. I love talking Eagles content, and I love being able to provide you guys with it. So, you know, thank you everyone for your love and support for me and my guy JerryLee here. New up and comer, and let's get him up there as well. Please go sub up to him. Um, but until next time, this has been a great start to a good friendship and a good podcast, the Eagles Late Night Show. Thank you so much, my guy. Until next time, this is AK Eagles of the Eagles Uncensored Podcast. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And if you like the Wagyu, subscribe to. Thanks, everyone. You guys have a good night. Fly, Eagles, fly. We're out.